Hey, welcome back to Good Guardian Canine Working Dog. My name is Alton. I have another video for all of you. Hopefully you enjoy this one. This is a short video from the longer video, The Dogs That Protect, that was recorded some years ago on VHS by Robert Bombase. This is the section on there of Ken Buzzell from Land of Giant Pitbulls that's sharing some footage of his dogs and sharing some of his expertise in an interview style format. Hopefully you will enjoy this one as well. Also want to say thank you to all those people who have been subscribing to the channel. The channel has been growing so fast. That's quite surprising. I really didn't set out to build a platform or anything like that. I just wanted to share my love of working dogs with those of you who appreciate and love working dogs as well. But I really do appreciate your support and the subscriptions. Thank you so much for that. Beyond that, take care of your families, take care of yourselves. Be as good to as many people as you can. Help one another. We can use as much love as we can from one another. We're all going through a pandemic together. So take care of yourselves again and take care of everyone around you that you can. Enjoy the videos, enjoy the dogs, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Get up! Get there! Yeah, get there! Get up! Get there! Get there! Get up! Good girl! Good girl! Okay, freeze! Out!
Your breed, the American Pitbull Terrier, has a bad reputation as being a vicious people and dog-aggressive breed. What are your feelings on this?
That is, in a broad sense, incorrect. In a narrow sense, if I bred dogs for one purpose, let's say even to be a show dog, and I could care less if they were overly dog aggressive, as long as they won dog shows, then my line, my family of dogs would fall into that category. If I bred dogs and was careful and selected the proper temperaments, then they wouldn't fall into that category. We will have a gathering here today of a Land of Giants family reunion, we call it, and you will see many, many dogs from all walks of life that came from here that are all purebred pit bulls coming with their families and socializing. You will see some that need to be held away. Like people, some have different temperaments. Some people are congenial, get along well. Other people don't. But as a rule, these dogs aren't overly aggressive, and again, it depends on where they're coming from and who owns them.
How you doing? My name is Michael Valliere. I'm from Billerica, Massachusetts. This is my dog Damien, and that's why, behavior-wise, he's a very good dog. I brought him to Ohio with me, to the National Canine School, and every dog, intelligence-wise, he put to shame, and just everybody wanted him. He's an excellent dog. You can't find a better dog, breedings-wise, and just a great dog.
Dog to bite the leg, the back, the chest, the arm, the shoulder. Wherever you face the dog is where the dog is going to bite. This dog that's coming out, 18-month-old, dog's name's Samson. My name is John. I own Canine Performance Training out in North Reading. Very good friends with Ken. We're going to do some agitation. The reason why I have the mask in my hand is because the dog knows me. So therefore, we don't want him to know the person that he's going to bite, right?
Good boy. Good boy. Watch him. Good boy. Watch him. Good boy. Watch him. Pack him. Good packing. Good boy, get there. Get there. Good boy. Pack it. Good packing. Good boy. Good boy.
Well, myself personally with these dogs, I got involved about 28 years ago. I had friends that had them at the time. I was breeding German Shepherds. I eventually got out of those and into these dogs I've been breeding my own line of these dogs, the Land of Giants line, for about 10 years now. We take the dogs to a level that I think a lot of people don't realize. We not only have won many awards at dog shows, including the Cherry Blossom Classic in Washington, D.C., but we also have made it into some books with our dogs. A recent book out is Canine Bodyguards by Mike Harlow, and there's 6 of our dogs in this book. We sell to a variety of people, including doctors, lawyers, typical, I guess, working class Americans. A big variety of people are attracted to the dogs. Our personal goal is to produce a very stable, loyal, affectionate family guard dog. And to be a family guard dog, he needs to be congenial with people you bring into your home to be a family dog. He also needs to protect you from people that you don't bring into your home.
All right. Stop. Gotcha. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, get that. Get it. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, get that. Okay, freeze. Out. Good girl. Good girl.
Okay, the history of this breed is actually quite sketchy. There are tapestries and carvings that go back thousands of years that show dogs in ancient times that are identical to these dogs. From there, they trace up through the whole Molassa group and the Bulldog groups, which are vast. And from there into most recent times, we'll say a few hundred years ago, into Ireland, Scotland, and England, and dog fighting and bull baiting, which was considered a sport, even though it was quite gruesome, to modern times where they are unfortunately still used as pit dogs to fight other dogs in a match, but also now the dogs are used, of course, for show dogs, family pets, a true working class guard dog, such as the European working dogs like Malinois and Rottweilers and Shepherds, etc.
Good girl.
Good girl. Get that toy. Get that toy. Get that toy. Get it, girl. Get it. Get that toy. Get it. Get it, girl.
All right, the standard for these dogs varies tremendously as compared to other dogs, other breeds of dogs. Typically, they would like to see them somewhere between 35 and 65 pounds, but that's a suggested weight. What they really want is for the weight to be in proportion to its size. So you could theoretically have a 100-pound pit bull that was aesthetically correct for the standard as long as it was proportioned correctly. It should have, there are 2 standards, by the way, a UKC standard and the ADBA standard. The standard we try to breed for is the ADBA standard, which is a performance dog. We're looking for a roached back, similar to a greyhound, deep chest, tucked up stomach, straight pasterns, firm cat feet, good stifles, that is a curved stifle that has power when it runs, not a straight stifle. The bite should be a level or pincer bite. It can vary some, but that's the preferred bite.
This is Kimba. She'll be 2 on August 9th. We live in Brighton, Mass. She lives with 12 cats. Do everything to her, and she's just wonderful with them. She wouldn't harm a fly, unless you try and break into my house. And we've had that already, and I'm the only house on my street that did not get robbed because I have her.
Well,
Huh. She's a baby.
from her mom. Her brother.
The environment this dog needs is not specific. That is, it can live in an apartment, it can live on a farm. with farm animals, by the way. What I think the real environment it needs is affection and caring so that it's not in the wrong hands. Some people give these dogs a poor environment, perhaps in an inner city sometimes, and the dogs are abused and misused. But the dog's environment really, if it's just in an affectionate, caring home, it doesn't matter if it's an apartment or a farm.
Get that. Get that. Good girl. Get him. Get him, Missy. Good girl. Get that. Yeah. Okay. Freeze. Out. Good girl. You notice how the dog stays focused on her job. She's not even bothering with you. Yeah, get that. Okay. Out.
These were some of the after effects of the bite you just saw.
There's the jacket.
That's through a padded sleeve, natural.
As far as standard care for the dogs, they need very little. You can brush them once in a while just so that you can see that they don't have fleas or mites, but grooming would consist of a couple of baths per year, maybe brushing them once a month, if that. There's nothing really special they need. As far as exercise, they can get along quite well anywhere. Take them for short walks, play with them in your yard. There are breeds that require a lot of maintenance. These dogs do not.
Watch him. Back in. Good boy. Back in. Good, back in. Get there. That's it. Good boy. Good boy. Good, back in. Good boy, Samson. That's it. Good boy. Good boy. Get that. Good boy. Good boy. Get that. That's it. Watch him. Good boy. Watch him. Good boy. That's it. Watch him. Good boy. Good back in. Good boy. Good boy. Get that. That's it. Good boy. Get that. Good. Back in.
How you doing? My name's Johnston. I own a professional dog training school, Canine Performance, in North Reading. I've been working with Ken Buzzell for probably about 3 years now with some Pitbulls. The way that when we work the dogs, the training potential of Pitbulls is unbelievable. They're real smart. Obedience potential is very high. The protection potential for those dogs is their game is extremely intense. When we try to train the pit bull, we usually try to do it more as a game in the beginning, but not too much because they are very prey-orientated. Because they're so prey-orientated, the protection ability of the dog tends to become a game, whereas out in the streets, it's not necessarily a game. You want it to be more of a live situation.
We personally breed for a family dog that will get along well in any circumstance. Most pit bulls will adjust to a new family. Most pit bulls love children, even dogs that are guard dogs and protective, even dogs that are owned by people who fight them will love children. They will adapt to new owners extremely well, like hunting dogs will. There are no real boundaries except you should be careful if you have a dog-aggressive pit bull, that you, of course, do not let it roam the streets. Nobody should let any dog roam the streets anyways. There are leash laws, there are people's fears to be considered, and there's really no big problems with the dogs other than being a responsible owner.
This is Crystal.
We live in Marlborough, Mass, and we're co-owners with Ken. We're going to breed her, and she's about a little over 80 pounds right now. She's finished coming out of heat, and she's got a great personality, great disposition, and she's extremely smart. She's just really smart, loves to be around kids. We have 5 kids, and she's just a joy to have around.
I spoke with Paul. We have 5 children at home, and Crystal is, without a doubt, one of the most good-natured pets we've ever had. It was a major concern of mine at first, just because of the reputation that I have heard of, but I know that not to be true now, and we're very pleased with the dogs and very pleased with the breeder.
Were you against getting this breed to begin with?
Truthfully, I had my doubts and I had second thoughts, and it took just being around the breed and being informed, reading up and having very close contact with Ken, the breeder. He answered all our questions, any concerns we had. He was fantastic, and his dogs are wonderful, wonderful dogs.
What? That toy. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Good girl. Good girl. Sit down. Hey, buddy. Good girl. Good girl. Get that toy.
How long will she do this for?
Hours? Literally, she'll do it for like 2 hours. I've had her to the point where she was so tired she lays under it for 10, 15 minutes and then immediately just goes right back at it. And the one I have at home, she hangs off of it. Her feet barely ever touch the ground. Hi, girlie. All right, drop it.
The health problems in these dogs are almost non-existent. We kind of call them a bulletproof dog. There are certain strains that you may have some problems. In real show dogs, dogs bred just for dog shows, you could come across hip dysplasia. In a working dog, that's not usually the case. In a red-nosed dog, a dog with a red nose instead of a black nose, you can have the same type of skin problems that red-headed people have. That is allergies, eczemas, that type of thing.
Basically, what do you think somebody should look for when they're purchasing an American Pitbull Terrier? For work or for a family dog?
The main consideration that someone should look for, the characteristics that they should look for in an American Pitbull Terrier, no matter what you're buying it for, is temperament. The dog's attitude. If he's a shy dog or a shy puppy, do not buy that puppy. Do not feel sorry for it and bring it home. If he growls at you at 8, 9, 10 weeks old because you're new into this whelping box, do not buy that puppy. Look for a happy, energetic puppy that plays well with his siblings and comes up to strangers and licks your face and wants to be around you. That's the main criteria to buy any dog of any breed.
Get that toy. Get that toy. Good girl. Good girl. Yay! Yay! Good girl. You're getting that toy now, huh?
The differences in these dogs between a male and a female is very little other than the obvious. Males tend to be a little bit larger, a little more muscled, but that can vary with the strain. Certain breeders' males may be narrow, and certain breeders' females may be wide. So that there's no real differences. There's no differences in attitudes. You could have a protective male or a non-protective male, or protective female and non-protective female. Affection abounds in the breed no matter what sex it is. I see very little difference.
Hi, my name's Ellie, and this is my dog, Buck. Buck is 3 years old as of yesterday, and he's a great, great companion to me, and I run with him every day, 2 to 5 miles, and I feel very safe having Buck there with me, and I let him set the pace, so some days we stop and go more than other days. And he's just a very nice dog. He loves other dogs, he loves other animals, cats, people. It's just a really nice dog, a good companion.
How did Ken help you out selecting the dog?
We did, when I came to look at the puppies, the litter that he had, we did temperament testing on the puppies, and Buck seemed to be the one that would fit my needs the best. I explained it to Ken that I wanted a dog to run with me and to make me feel safe, and this dog certainly did that. Uh-oh. Trouble.
What are some of the differences between the American Staffordshire Terrier and the American Pitbull Terrier?
Well, the American Pitbull Terrier has been in existence for hundreds of years. The American Staffordshire Terrier was bred from American Pitbull Terriers. In 1936, the AKC registered American Pitbull Terriers as Staffordshire Terriers. Then in 1972, realizing that there were English breeds called Staffordshire Terriers and Staffordshire Bull Terriers, the AKC changed the name to American Staffordshire Terrier. So an American Staffordshire Terrier is nothing less than an American Pit Bull Terrier bred to a certain size and conformation standard. The American Pit Bull Terrier is still a performance breed and a working breed. The American Staffordshire Terrier is a show dog, and that is it.
Okay, I know there is some American Amstaffs that work pretty well, though.
That is true. You can have exceptions to every rule.
No, that's okay. Sit. Sit.
American Staffordshire Terriers that are bred and perform well in protection work and Schutzen work. Schutzen work shouldn't be mistaken, however, as a true protection dog. A lot of Schutzen dogs aren't really good protection dogs. They just do the sport well. Yes, here at Land of Giants, our pricing ranges from $500 to $1,500. Females are $1,000 to $1,500 for breeding quality females. Males are $500 to $1,500. And quality isn't necessarily the case. It's what is the dog suited for. And of course, here at Land of Giants, we breed for size. So the bigger dogs cost more than what we might have for a smaller dog.
What are some of your buyer requirements?
Well, we do require that the people are intelligent, that they're responsible. We care about their outlook on life. We ask a lot of questions, have many conversations, and if we don't get the correct responses, then we just don't sell that person a dog. Concerning the American Pit Bull Terrier is that not any one individual is representative of a group, and no group is all bad. We're talking about people, we're talking about dogs. People and dogs are one and the same, and that they vary greatly in their attitudes and temperaments, and individuals just don't represent a whole group.
Boy, watch it. Puck it. Good boy, Sarah. Good boy. Yeah, get that. Get up there. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Sarah. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, watch it. Puck it.
Thank you.